On June 25th, 2009, the world woke up to an ordinary day. But before the sun could set, history had changed forever. At exactly 2:40 in the afternoon, Google's servers suddenly froze. Millions of users stared at error messages, wondering if hackers had brought down the world's biggest search engine. But it wasn't a cyber attack. The truth was far more shocking. So many people rushed online at once to confirm a single headline: that Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was dead, that even Google collapsed under the weight of grief. In just 10 minutes, 800,000 people searched for that heartbreaking news. Michael Jackson had ruled the stage for 4 decades. His story began on August 29, 1958, in a working-class black family in Indiana. He was the seventh of 9 children, raised in a house filled with music. His family's band, the Jackson 5, lit up America in the late 1960s. Their very first hit, I Want You Back, topped the charts in 1969 and sold 200,000 copies. Songs like ABC and I'll Be There made them household names. At just 5 years old, Michael joined the band, first shaking the tambourine, then stepping up to the microphone. By 9, he had already recorded his first song, Big Boy. The journey had begun. Music wasn't his only talent. He tried acting too. In 1977, he starred alongside Diana Ross in The Wiz, a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. But the real turning point came behind the scenes. On that set, he met Quincy Jones. Jones encouraged him to step out as a solo artist. The result was Off the Wall, a disco masterpiece that sold 10 million copies. But this was only the beginning. In 1982, Michael released Thriller, an album that changed music forever. With more than 65 million sales, it became the best-selling album in history and secured Michael Jackson's crown as the king of pop. His genius wasn't limited to his voice. On stage, he created magic with his body. In 1983, he unveiled a move no one had seen before: the moonwalk. Walking forward while gliding backward, he defied gravity and mesmerized the world. After that night, sales of Thriller skyrocketed again. But fame came at a price. In 1989, after a dance injury, Michael had surgery on his nose. That single procedure sparked an obsession with plastic surgery. Over the years, his face changed dramatically. His skin color, too, transformed, leading to endless rumors of bleaching. But in 1993, Michael revealed the truth. He suffered from vitiligo, a disease that destroys skin pigment. Despite controversies, his albums kept breaking records. Bad sold over 30 million copies and featured spectacular world tours filled with lasers, cranes, and unforgettable stagecraft. Yet privately, Michael admitted he was among the loneliest people in the world. In 1991, he released Dangerous, adding to his growing list of records: 13 Grammys, 13 #1 singles, and more than 750 million albums sold worldwide. But to maintain his voice and youthful image, he allegedly underwent hormone treatments and even slept in hyperbaric oxygen chambers. Then came the scandals. In 1993, allegations of child abuse shattered his image. Though he was acquitted in 2005, the damage was done, financially and emotionally. His 2001 album Invincible underperformed compared to his earlier triumphs. His personal life also struggled. His marriage to Lisa Marie Presley ended in less than 2 years. His second marriage to Debbie Rowe brought him 2 children, Prince and Paris, but ended in divorce as well. Even as his private world crumbled, Michael poured his heart into charity. In 1992, he launched the Heal the World Foundation, providing food, shelter, and medicine to children in need. In March 2009, he stunned fans by announcing a final series of concerts in London. This is it. Within days, 750,000 tickets sold out. Michael was ready for one last grand return. But behind the scenes, he was relying on dangerous sleeping drugs to cope with the pressure. On June 25, 2009, after an overdose of propofol, Michael Jackson's heart stopped forever. He was just 50 years old. At first, his death was blamed on cardiac arrest, but later, a U.S. court declared it was caused by his doctor's negligence. Conrad Murray was sentenced to prison for failing to protect his patient. The world mourned. A golden age of music had ended. Yet Michael Jackson's legacy only grew. his dance, his voice, his unmatched stagecraft. No one could replace him. Even a decade after his death, fans spent fortunes to look like him, to dance like him, to keep his image alive. Michael Jackson was more than a performer. He was a phenomenon, a man whose music transcended borders, whose dance defied gravity, and whose story, both triumph and tragedy, will echo forever. He was and will always be the king of pop.